We are very happy to have you here as our guest for invitational professional purposes. There are a few announcements that need to be made while the waitress does her exercises in the early morning. First of all, there are 2 fire exits. We don't plan to need them, but the way you came in through that door there, and then through the swinging doors of the Cafe Moliere. So if you need to make a quick exit there, you'll escape. Now, the ladies' room is at that door and turn right down the hall. The men's room is, you guessed it folks, in the Cafe Moliere. So you go right through the swinging doors and ask the waiter or waitress, and they'll be happy to point you in the right direction. If you can foresee any emergencies, men, take care of them very quickly before the show gets underway. You've got about 3 minutes. Thank you. Attenzione, signore!
Your father's back. Your father's back.
I'm lost. I'm ruined. What am I to do? Sad news to an enamored heart. My world is crumbling around me. Disaster after disaster. You just heard, Silvestro, that my father is back.
Your father is back.
His boat docked this very morning.
This very morning.
And he's come back determined to marry me off.
Marry you off.
To a daughter of Signor Durante.
Of Signor Durante.
And the girl is already on her way back from Marseille to do the deed.
To do the deed.
And this news was sent by my uncle.
By your uncle.
To whom my father sent it in a letter.
In a letter.
And my uncle knows all we've been up to.
All we've been up to.
Oh, for heaven's sake, say something instead of parroting everything I say.
Parroting everything. Oh, what more can I say? You've remembered everything spot on.
Well, at least give me some advice. How can I get out of this terrible mess?
Oh, Belly Italiano, I could do with a bit of advice myself. I'm just as much in the mess as you are.
I'm ruined by this rotten return.
The ruin's mutual.
When my father finds out, I can see a thunderstorm of violent recriminations pouring on me.
Recriminations pouring are nothing. It's me what'll have to suffer the most. I can see a thunderstorm of belts on the ear bursting on me.
Oh, God, how can I get out of this terrible mess?
You should have thought of that before you got into it.
It's not the time now to say I told you so. What can I do?
I don't know.
What can I do? What can I do?
Now, Signora Tavio!
Peppino! Peppino!
What's the matter? What's wrong with you? Something seems to be wrong. You look a little disturbed.
Oh, Scapino, I'm ruined. I'm going mad. I'm the unhappiest man in the whole world.
Really? How's that?
You mean to say you haven't heard what's happened to me?
No?
My father and Signor Durante are back, and they're determined to marry me off.
Well, what's so horrible in that?
Oh, if you only knew the cause of my troubles.
There, you just tell me everything. You know I'm always willing to listen when a young fellow's in trouble.
Oh, Scapino, if you can devise any means to get me out of this mess, I'll be indebted to you for the rest of my life.
Well, there's not much I can't do once I've set my mind on it. The good Lord's blessed me with quite a genius for clever ideas and inspired inventions, which the less talented in their jealousies call deceit and trickery. But without a shadow of a doubt, there's never been another fellow measure up to me. When it comes down to a little bit of fiddling or making a slight adjustment in a tight situation. Chocolate?
No.
Chocolate? There's no one with a better reputation for the job. But talent and hard work just aren't appreciated these days. Since my affairs got a little troubled, I've given the whole thing up.
What affairs and what troubles, Scapino?
Oh, I had a little contretemps with the law.
With the law?
Yes, we didn't quite agree on a certain matter.
They didn't quite agree.
You know, they treated me very badly. And I was so struck by the ingratitude to my fellow men that I decided I would never lift another finger from that day on to help anyone. But I'm always willing to listen.
As you know, Scapino, 2 months ago, my father and Signor Durante set sail together on a business trip in which both their interests were concerned.
Quite.
And that Leandro and myself were left by our father. Myself in the care of Silvestro, and Leandro under your supervision.
And I've done my job very conscientiously.
So have I.
Sometime afterwards, Leandro met a young gypsy girl and fell madly in love with her.
Quite.
As we're great friends, he took me straight away into his confidence, and we went together to visit the girl. Well, I thought she was quite pretty, but not as pretty as he thought I would. He spoke of nothing but her day in, day out. Not a moment went by that he didn't boast to me about her beauty, her charm, her wit, her every word. As a matter of fact, he got quite upset with me because I wasn't as lovesick as he was.
Look! I don't quite see what all this is leading up to.
One day, while we were going together to visit his obsession, we heard coming from a little house on a by-street the sound of sobbing, mixed with a great many tears. We asked what was going on.
Yes, well, you would, wouldn't you? You'd ask what was going on, wouldn't you?
A woman passing by told us that 2 foreign women lived there, in terrible condition.
Well, what next?
Curiosity made me drag Leandro to see what was the matter. We entered this little room, where we saw an old woman dying, a nurse crying, and a young girl dissolved in tears, the most beautiful, the most exquisite that was ever seen. Any other girl would have looked wretched in the state she was, wearing nothing but rags, hair falling disheveled about her shoulders, but even in that state she glittered like 1,000 stars.
Yes, I'm beginning to get the point, yes.
If you had seen her, Scapino, in the state I had found her, you would have found her devastating.
I don't doubt it. And without seeing her, I realize she must have that certain something.
Her tears weren't those ugly tears that make a face red and swollen. She cried in the prettiest way imaginable. And her misery was the most beautiful misery in the whole world.
Yes, obviously.
Sobbing, she threw herself on her knees beside the dying woman and called her mother. Everyone in the room felt tears come into their eyes to see such love and affection.
Very moving indeed. And I suppose that one lot of love and affection sort of gave birth to another.
Scapino, a stone wall would have loved her.
Right.
Now look, if you don't cut this story short, be listening here till tomorrow. I'll finish it in 2 words. His heart burst into flames. He couldn't live without the girl. He's never off the doorstep. His visits to comfort the unhappy girl make him more of a lodger than a visitor. The nurse forbids him the house. Irresistible force.
Immovable object.
Stop in the name of love.
He begs to go on. Not a hope. For though she's got money and friends, she comes from a good family. And unless he marries her, he's got to keep his hands off her. Passion feeds on obstacles. He racks his brains, ponders, reasons, debates, and then makes up his mind, and he's been a married man for the last 3 days. Add to that the unexpected arrival of his father. Add to that the second marriage his father's arranged with Signor Durante's daughter. Oh, that's the daughter of his second wife. Durante married Marseille.
And worse than this, add to that the poverty in which my poor lovely wife now lives, and my inability, penniless as I am, to help her.
There.
Is that all? Do you realize the 2 of you seem bowled over by nothing? I mean, what on earth are you worried for? Aren't you ashamed to be panicked by such a little thing? What the devil, this is your 3rd season in the Wiggle Club and you can't stir your brains on the strategy? Some little reason for things right. You know I was no bigger than that when I was clearing up matters 1,000 times more complicated. Ah, if only my legal mix-ups had not made me swear off such temptations.
I realize I haven't been blessed with your brain.
That's true, very true.
And I haven't got your genius for getting mixed up with the law.
Octavio!
Here comes my lovely Giacinta.
Octavio! Octavio! Is it true what Silvestro told Marina? Your father is back and is going to marry you to someone else?
Yes, my dearest. And I'm as heartbroken as you are. But what's this? You're crying. Why these tears? Surely you don't suspect I'll be unfaithful to you? Surely you don't doubt my love for you?
Yes, Octavio. I'm sure that you love me. But I'm not so sure you'll always love me.
How could anyone love you without loving you for the rest of one's life?
I've heard, Ottavio, that your sex lives not so long as ours does. And those burning passions that men discover are as easily extinguished as they are set alight.
My dear Giacinta, I am not made like other men.
Oh my God!
I know that I shall love you till I die.
I'm sure you believe what you say. Oh, and I don't doubt that your work is sincere. But I fear a stronger adversary than the tender feelings you have for me. You are completely dependent on your father, who is determined to have you married to someone else. If that happens, I expect I'll die. Oh.
No father shall ever make me break my word to you. I'd rather give up my country, life itself, than give up you. Well, already, without even having seen her, I hate the girl he wishes me to marry. Oh, don't cry, dear Giacinta. Your tears hurt me more than you. Every one wounds me to the heart.
And cut.
That's a wrap.
To make you happy, I shall hold back my tears and wait with dry eyes for whatever fate has in store.
Fate is on our side.
It must be if you're to stay true to me.
Never doubt that.
Oh, then I shall be happy.
He's not such a fool, eh? Quite nice to look at, too. Ciao.
Ciao. Oh, here's a man who could be marvelous help to us if he were willing.
Now you know I'm resolved never to meddle in anyone else's business again. No. But I hit you both to ask me very politely.
Oh, if it's only a matter of asking nicely. My dear Scapino, I beg you with all my heart to be the captain of our ship.
Pardon? Oh, yes. And you have nothing to say to me?
I beg you by everything that's dear to you to help us in our love.
Yes, I've been argued round. You run along, and I'll do some thinking on your behalf.
Believe me,
Just run along home and stop worrying. Ciao.
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 Oh, lovely girl.
Ciao. Ciao.
You get your upper lip stiffened to meet your father.
I must admit, my lips trembling already. I suffer from a sort of natural cowardice I just can't overcome.
You must seem master from the moment you meet, or I'll take advantage of your weakness and treat you like a child. You must learn to act what's the word? Composed. A little boldness and answer him firmly, whatever he says.
I'll do my best.
Right. We'll have a little rehearsal here to get you used to it. We have the audience right here. We'll play a little scene together and see how well you acted. Now remember, mind resolute, head high, firm looks. Like this? Come on, firm looks, head high, chin out.
Okay now?
Yes, that's okay. Now imagine I'm your father just arrived. And answer me firmly as if I were him. I'm coming now. Who ever heard of such a thing? What an idiot thing to do! Ah, there you are, you worthless, notorious son! Unworthy of a father like me. How dare you stand before me after this fine behavior? This cheap trick you played whilst I've been away. Is this the fruit of all my toils, lout? The respect you owe me for my care of you! Say something! You have the cheek, you beetle, to get married without your father's consent. To marry secretly without even his knowledge? Answer me, you lout! Answer me! Give me one good reason!
It's just that you sound exactly like my father.
Well, of course I do. That's why you mustn't act like such an idiot.
I'll do better this time. I'll be firm and determined.
Determined?
Determined.
Definitely?
Definitely.
Good. Here comes your father now.
Oh! Oh!
God, I'm lost! Hold on, Octavio, wait a minute! Quite a turn of speed. What a weak-kneed specimen. Hey, Silvestro! Looks like we have to deal with the old man ourselves.
What shall I tell him?
Agree with me, back me up. Who ever heard of such a thing?
He's already heard about it, and he's so furious having a row with himself about it.
What a lunatic thing to do!
Listen a while.
I'd love to know what they dare to try to think of me about this damn marriage.
We were just thinking of it.
Will they try to deny it?
No, I don't think we'll do that.
Or will they try to make excuses?
That's possible.
Perhaps they'll try to entertain me with fairy stories.
Perhaps, eh?
Everything they say will be useless.
We'll see about that.
They can't make an idiot of me.
Don't you count on it.
I'll make sure that rascal of a son of mine is kept safe.
And we've the same intention.
And as for that very Silvestro, I'll beat him to a jelly.
I knew he'd remember me.
So you're there, are you? Why, my custodian of a family, my director of morals at the yard.
Sir, I am ravished to see you home again.
How do, Casino? You carried out my orders very prettily, haven't you?
I've done my best.
My son's behaved himself only too well whilst I've been away.
Signora Conte, you look marvelous.
Away! Now, can't you say anything? Can't you say anything?
Didn't have a pleasant journey back, sir.
Very pleasant. If for God's sake, leave me alone and let me have a row in peace.
You want a row?
Yes, I want a row.
With whom, sir?
With that street there.
Why?
You've not heard what's gone on whilst I've been away.
Well, I did hear a few little jokey things.
Not you little jokey things, a catastrophe like this.
Well, maybe you see things a little
An
differently.
astounding piece of insolence like this.
Well,
My son to get married without the consent of his father.
yes, I know it's a little unusual, but I don't think you should make too much of a fuss about it.
Well, I do think I should. And I'll have my belly full of making a fuss about it. Don't you think I have every reason in the world to be furious?
Right. And I was the same way myself, sir, after I heard the news. And I was so incensed on your behalf that I had an enormous row with your son. You just asked him how I shouted, how I lectured him on the respect he owed a father, whose footsteps he's not good enough to kiss. You couldn't have done a better job yourself, sir. What good does it do? I sat down, and I thought and reasoned out that in the bottom of it all, he might not be so much in the wrong as one might think.
What kind of clever double talk is this? There's nothing wrong in getting married point blank to a stranger.
Yes, but what would you have him do? Fate led him to it.
Oh, the easiest excuse in the world. One's only to commit the worst crimes imaginable. Cheat, steal, murder, and say for excuse, fate led me to it.
Oh, good Lord, sir, no, you take my word too literally. What I mean to say is that he found himself fatally embroiled in the affair.
What? Why did he become fatally embroiled?
Now, surely, sir, you can't be expecting to have the intelligence that you have. Young folks are...
Young folks.
Exactly. And having the intelligence to keep them on the straight and narrow. Doing nothing but what's reasonable. Now take Alejandro, for example. Oh, in spite of all I've taught him, in spite of all my remonstrances, he's gone and done worse than your son.
Worse than my son? He has. Tell me more.
Now, weren't you young once yourself, sir? And didn't you once sow the odd wild oat? I heard you were quite a one for the senoritas in your day, and when you made an attack, you never withdrew till the defenses were down.
That's very true. I don't know who the devil told you, but it's very true. It's very true.
It's very true.
It's very true. You made a point there. But I never got myself in the mess he's done.
What were you having to do? He sees a young lady who shows an affection for him, for it takes after you to have all the women in love with him.
Yes, I know.
He finds her enchanting, pays her visits, murmurs sweet nothings, sighs with passion. She lets herself because he pushes his luck. Whoops! Surprised by her parents, he's manhandled to the church where he's forced at gunpoint to marry her.
How does he do it?
Would you have let yourself be killed, sir? It is a far better thing to be married than to be dead. Bravo!
They didn't tell me it happened quite like that.
Well, you just ask him, sir. He'll give you the same answer.
Was it my fault he was married?
No. Yes, senor. Would I tell him why, sir?
Then he should have gone straight to the police and reported the assault.
That's just what he couldn't
It
do.
would have made it much easier for me to dissolve the marriage.
Dissolve the marriage?
Yes.
You wouldn't dissolve it.
I wouldn't dissolve it.
No.
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 Why shouldn't I have the rights of a father and have satisfaction for the violence they use against my son?
That's something he won't really agree with.
He won't really agree with
No.
my son.
Your son. Do you want him to have to confess publicly that he was frightened to death? And that he was such a coward as to let himself be forced to marry her? He'd never be able to look anyone else in the face again. He'd feel himself unworthy of a father like you.
That's a joke.
No, look, he must, for his honor and yours, let everyone think he married her on his own free will.
And I must, for my honor and his, prove the contrary.
I don't think he'll do it.
I'll force him to.
He won't do it, I'm certain.
He
of
will
it.
do it, or I'll disinherit him.
You?
Me.
Good.
What do you mean good?
You wouldn't disinherit him.
I wouldn't disinherit.
No.
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 No. Very funny. I wouldn't disinherit my son.
No.
And who's going to stop me?
You will.
Me?
Yes, you have a heart.
I will.
Are you joking?
I am not
God
joking.
only intended this will prevail.
Oh, no, it won't.
Oh, yes, it will.
Did I tell you it shall be done?
Oh!
Fiddly-dee, don't say fiddly-dee to me.
You're naturally too good-natured.
I am not good-natured, not at all good-natured.
He's not good-natured, not at all good-natured.
And I can be the very devil when I want to be.
Oh, when he is too. Second act is fantastic. TV material.
Let's have no more of this chit-chat, I'll burst. Get out there, Shake. Go and find that rascal of a son of mine whilst I go join Tito Girante to tell him of the scandal.
Sir, if I can be of any help at any time, just you send for me. Call, I shall be at your service.
Thank you. Oh, why should Ottavio be an only child? If only my daughter had been spared to me, I would have left all my money to her.
Un momento, signore! Signore! Signore? Sneakers!
You're joking.
Shoe shine, signore!
I agree. You're a genius. You've done marvelously well so far, but there's the matter of money.
Money?
Money. There's not only eating to consider, but creditors are beginning to chase me down the street.
Leave that to me, the plot of catch. The moment I'm trying to think of a man I can trust to play the part I need. Hold it! Make your hand into a fist. Put your hat on one side of your head. Stand up. Lean on one leg. Put that hand in your pocket. Now make your eyes into slits. Good, that's it. Can you see?
No.
Now walk around like one of those macho hard guys in the films we've been watching.
Like this?
I'm watching the wrong film. Come on, like this. Yes, now a couple more disguises for the face. And the voice!
I don't want you getting mixed up in the law.
What's 10 years up the river when you're with a friend?
I can't swim.
Let's have a word with the colonel.
What you have just told me about your son's scandalous behavior ruins the preparations we've made together.
Don't you worry yourself about that. I'll be responsible for the removal of that obstacle, and I'm going to see about it this very minute.
Well, my goodness gracious me, Signor Agante. I really must say that the education of children is a matter which demands a great deal of conscientious application.
Yes, that's very true, but why bring that up now?
It has just occurred to me that the bad behavior of young people usually springs from the bad behavior their fathers gave them.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, what exactly do you mean by that?
What exactly do I mean by that?
Yes.
That if, like a responsible father, you had brought your son up properly, he would not have played this trick on you.
Charming! And we can take it that you have brought up your son without a flaw.
Without a flaw? Oh, without a flaw. No question of it. And I should be very put out if my son had done anything even approaching your son's behavior.
And what if this son of yours, brought up so properly by his responsible father, had got himself in a worse mess than mine, eh?
Worse mess than... What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that?
What are you getting at?
What I'm getting at, Signor Girante, is that we shouldn't be so quick to criticize other people's behaviors. People who throw stones should make sure their windows are boarded up at home.
I'm not very good at riddles.
Well, get someone to explain it to you then.
You wouldn't happen to have heard a little something about my son.
That's quite possible.
Well, spit it out then.
Your fellow Scapino gave me the outline. In my own fury, I missed most of the details, but I'm sure that most of Naples can fill in those for you. Well, I'm off to consult a lawyer to find out what's best to do next.
Arrivederci. What can it be? Worse mess than his? I can't think of anything he could do worse. Marrying without a father's consent is the worst thing I can think of.
Ciao, carissima.
Aha! There you are!
Father, what a delight to see you back in nature.
Take it easy. I've a little something to discuss with you first.
But Father, surely you'll let me embrace you.
Keep off, I tell you.
But Father, surely you'll let me show my happiness by my welcome.
Certainly, but we've a little something to sort out together first.
Oh, and what may that be?
Hold still and look me straight in the eye.
But Father.
Look me straight in the eye.
Very well.
What has been going on here?
Going on?
What have you been doing while I've been away?
What would you have liked me to have done, Father?
It's not a matter of what I would like you to have done. I'm asking you what it is you have done.
I don't think I've done anything that would give you cause for concern.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
You're very certain.
Oh, that's because I know I've done nothing wrong.
Scapino seems to think otherwise.
Scapino,
That makes you blush.
did he tell you something about me?
Did he tell me that? This place is not very suitable to settle this business with all these people watching. We'll settle this at home. Go there immediately. Don't talk to anyone along the way. I'll be back myself in a moment. You're a disgrace. If you've done anything to bring dishonor on the good name of Durante, I'll throw you out, and you'll never darken my door again. My door is quite dark enough as it is.
How could Scapino betray me like this? A weasel who, for 100 reasons, ought to be the first to keep to himself my secrets, is the first to give me away to my father. I could tear him into 1,000 pieces and feed him to the fishes.
My dear Scapino, I don't know how to thank you. Heaven smiled on me when it sent you to my help.
Aha! There you are. What ecstasy to see you again, Master Trickster.
Oh, your servant, sir, your servant. You flatter me.
Don't make cruel jokes with me.
Sir?
I'll teach you a lesson.
Leandro!
No, Octavio, don't try to stop me, please.
But, sir, calm yourself.
Just let me pay him back.
Leandro, don't be so violent. What have I done, sir?
What have you done? A traitor! Take it easy! No, Octavio. I mean to make him confess here and now the dirty trick he's played. You scum! Ow! I know the game you've been up to, but you didn't expect the story to come back to me so quickly. Come on, out with it. Confess it what you're doing. Out with it or you'll never blab another secret again.
You wouldn't mutilate me with a thing like that, would you, sir?
I would.
You would.
I'm waiting.
Yes, sir, but what have I done?
You know your conscience tells you very well.
Honestly, sir, I swear I don't know.
You know very well.
Leandro! Oh, I don't I confess! It was me who drank that small barrel of wine someone gave you as a present a few weeks ago. I had to entertain a few guests. It was me who put a hole in the barrel and poured water all over the floor to make you think the wine had run out.
So it was you who drank the wine and let me scream at the servant girl thinking she was to blame.
Yes, sir. I do hope you'll forgive me.
I'm very glad to know about that, Scapino. But it doesn't happen to be what I'm after at the moment. Oh. Yeah. It's more cold. That's not it. No, it's something more serious, and I'm determined to have it.
I can't think of anything more serious.
You won't say?
Oh.
Gently there.
Folks, I'm sorry about all this. All right, I confess. Do you remember that little gold watch you gave me to give to that gypsy girl you're in love with? And I came back with my clothes all torn to pieces and my face covered with blood. And I told you how some thugs had beaten me and robbed me of that gold watch.
Well,
Well, it was me, sir. I wanted the gold watch myself.
but what could you possibly want my watch for?
See what time it was?
You've not hit it yet. That's still not it. No, criminal. It's something more serious still. Will you let me go, you big rubber brain? He's getting away.
That's my sausage you got!
Come on and help me catch him.
Black out!
Who turned out the light? I got him. You got me. You got me. Have you seen him? He's
Where is
the
he?
guy in the white suit. Where is he?
Outside!
Come on.
Thank you. And it's just that easy. Don't be so violent!
You look so good. Don't stand there. Get him.
I confess! Remember that ghost you met on the stairs a few weeks ago and nearly broke your neck falling backwards into the cellar running away?
Well, you were the ghost.
Just to frighten you a little, to stop you from staying up all night. Keeping us running around as you used to do.
I'll remember all this at a proper place and time, Scapino. But in the meantime, come point and confess exactly what you told my father.
Oh, your father?
Yes, my father.
I've not so much as seen him since his return.
You've not?
No, sir!
Really?
They'll tell you the same thing. I haven't seen him.
I have it from his own lips.
Well, excuse the expression, but his lips are not telling the truth.
Pronto, senores! Terrible news! They're carrying her off.
Who?
The gypsies are on the point of running away with Zerbinetta.
She cries. She never cries.
I know. She says that if you don't get them the money the gypsies have demanded for her in 2 hours, she will be gone from you forever.
In 2 hours?
In 2 hours? See, in 2 hours.
Pronto, pronto! Pronto, pronto! Dearest Scapino, give me your help. Dearest!
Scapino! Oh, I'm dearest Scapino now that he needs me.
I'll forgive you anything you told me and anything worse you've done.
No! Don't forgive me anything! Strangle me! Stick a knife in me! Beat me to death with a club! I'll enjoy every minute while you kill me.
I beg you to save my life and saving my love.
Just finish me off quickly, that's all I ask!
You're too deaf to me. I need your genius.
Kill me!
No!
Just kill me!
No!
Just get it over with!
No!
Scapino! You must do something to help him!
What? After the way he just insulted me? Forget all that, I beg you, and give me your help.
I join my petition to his. I can still feel that insult deep down in here. Put your pride on one side.
Scapino, are you going to abandon me in this cruel extremity? I was wrong. I'll admit that.
To treat me like a rogue. A villain! A scoundrel!
I'm more sorry than I can say.
Yes! But to hit me over the head! In public! With a sausage!
I beg your pardon with all my heart. And if that's not enough, I'll get down on my knees. That's Scapino. And I beg you once again to give me your help.
You can't leave him now, Scapino.
Please, you please your watch. It looks better when you leave now. I'll buy you some more. For the both of them. Come on, please, 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 please.
Yes, well, you can get up, but next time don't be so quick with your accusations.
Will you get us out of this mess?
I'll think about it.
Wait, no time to impress me.
Well, me.
500,000 lira.
And you? 200,000. Good, I shall get these out of your dad's. As for yours, the plan's already made. And as for yours, first-class miser though he is, there'll be even less trouble. He's not exactly an Einstein, you know. He's the sort of fella you can con into almost anything.
How dare you?
Now, don't get upset. You know there's not the slightest resemblance between you and him. And you know perfectly well that everybody knows he's only your father because he happened to be married to your mother.
Scapino!
Ah, but here comes your
Shut
father.
Scapino!
Here comes your father, Ottavio. We'll start the deal with him since he's here first. You two run along and tell Silvestro to come in a trot, ready to play his part.
No consideration, no good sense to rush headlong into a marriage like this. What the follies of you?
Your servant, senor.
How do, Scapino?
Having a little think about your son's situation, are you?
I must admit it put me in a state of fury.
Life, sir, is full of disappointment. It's best to be prepared for them.
Well, that's all very well, but this foolish marriage has spoiled all our plans, and I'm not going to stand for it. And I've already been to see about getting it dissolved.
Oh, no, sir. If you'll only listen to me, you'll find a better way of settling this. You know what going to law means in this country. You'll find yourself stuck into so many complications and costs.
Costs? That's true, that's very true, but what other way is there?
I think I've won. I've just been chatting to the brother of the girl Ottavio married. He's one of these roughnecks. One of these toughs who stand on street corners, in the nose, beating them with chains, talking about nothing but punching and slashing and shooting. Standing there with cutthroat razors waiting for streakers, and thinks no more of killing a bloke than drinking a glass of wine. I got him around to talking about the marriage. I dropped a hint to him on how easy it would be to dissolve it on account of the gun at the ceremony, and how your influence in the city, your bank balance, and your powerful friends can help you along in court. Anyway, I got him to listen to this little proposal I made for settling the whole thing for a small consideration, and he agreed that the marriage should be dissolved, provided he gets the money.
Then how much did he ask?
Oh, at first a fantastic sum, sir.
Well, tell me.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it.
But tell me what?
He said that he wouldn't settle for less than 500,000 or 600,000 lira.
500 or 600? The devil sees it. Does he think I'm an idiot?
That's just what I said to him. I said, do you think that man's an idiot? I said, you weren't as much an idiot as you look. And after a lot more arguing, he agreed to settle for enough to pay off his landlady so he can collect his luggage. A mere 200,000 lira.
200,000 lira?
Yes.
Come on, we'll go to court.
Oh, think, sir.
I'll go to court.
And now don't go jumping
I'll
in.
go to court.
You know that going to court will cost you money.
Money?
Not to mention the little bits for the greasing of palms. Give the man the money, you settle the whole thing.
But 200,000 lira.
Yes, and you'll make a profit. Yes, a profit. I've just been doing a quick calculation in my head of all the legal costs, and I figured that giving your man 200,000 lira, you will save at least 150,000 over and above that, without reckoning all the anxieties and time wasting, worries and vexations you cause yourself. Why, even if it saves you all the cheeky things that Garrett Epps will write about you in Style magazine, it could be worth 300,000 lira not to go to law.
I don't care a damn. I defy Garrett Epps to make it easy on me.
And do what you will, sir. But if I were you, I'd avoid the law.
I'm not giving away 200,000 lira.
Hey, Scapino, come and show me where this rat Argante, Octavio's father is.
Why, old chap? Sir, do you know who that is? That's the brother of the girl Octavio married. Stand on the street corner going.
Hey, you deaf or something? Come and show me where this rat Argante, Octavio's father is.
Why, old chap?
I just heard he's going to take me to court to solve by law the marriage of my sister.
Well, I don't know. But I do know he won't pay you the 200,000 lira. He says it's far too much.
Oh, kid. Off with his head. Off with his appendages. If I find him, I'll make mincemeat of him, even if I get the chair for him.
Sir, Octavio's father has guts, and maybe he won't be frightened of you.
Him? Blood and giblets. If he was standing there right now, I'd wrap my chain around his chops in no time at all. Who's that man there?
Who, this man? Oh, that's not him. That's not him.
Are you sure it isn't a friend of Argante?
Why, no, this man is his deadliest enemy.
His deadliest enemy, eh?
Yes.
Glad to meet you, old son of a bitch. So you're a deadly enemy that fellow Argante, eh?
Yes, I'll answer for him.
Oh, shake, Buster, shake. I give you my word. I give you my honor by the chain I carry, by the razor in my pocket, and by all the saints. That before this day is finished, I'll rid you that sniveling scoundrel, that stool pigeon Argante. You can depend on me.
But, sir, violence is against the law in this country.
Hey, what do I care? What have I got to lose?
He's got friends and relatives who will protect him against you.
Oh, that's just what I want. God, off with his head, right across the belly. If only he would deal with his friends and relations. Just let him get near me with 30 policemen. Let them all come. Pistols, truncheons, all. Okay, you guys, fight to the finish. Okay, rats, fight to kill. No prisoners. Slash, bang, strangle, chicken, worms. If that's what you want, I'll give you a belly full. 1 down. Yeah. 2 down. Yeah. Adrian! Right, eh?
Sir, we're on your side, sir.
That just shows you what happens when anybody gets on the wrong side of me. I beg your pardon.
That just goes to show you how many men can be killed for a mere 200,000 lira. Hoi bay, I'm all. Gahino, sir. Gahino.
I changed my mind. I think I'll give him the money.
Sir, I am delighted for your sake.
I've got the money with me. Let's go find him.
Oh, no, sir. All you have to do is give me the money. It's not possible for you to meet him, not after pretending to be someone else. And I'm afraid knowing you tricked him, he might decide to ask for more.
That's very true, but I'd be a lot happier to see what happened to my money.
Don't you trust me, sir?
No, it doesn't.
Now look, either I'm a rogue or I'm an honest man, one or the other. Why would I want to trick you? That was only to help you and my master that I'm risking all this. Now, if you don't trust me, then I'll wash my hands of the whole affair, and you better find someone else to do your dirty work for you.
No, you take the money.
No, I'll be very happy if you give it to someone else.
Take it, I beg you.
No, how do you know I won't treat you of your money?
For God's sake, take it. Don't make me argue anymore. I'll go and wait for you at home.
I'll be there shortly.
Ciao.
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 Ciao. 1 down, 1 to go.
Oh, here he comes now.
Oh, God, guess we got him queuing up today. Poor old fellow! Poor old Durante! Poor old chap, what'll he do?
What's he saying about me with a face like a lemon?
Can any of you tell me where to find poor Signor Durante?
What's the matter,
If
Scapino?
only I could find him in this horrible disaster.
What on earth is
I
it?
searched everywhere for him, but all in vain.
I'm here, it's me!
Maybe he's hiding under the heat and nobody can find him.
Hey! Are you deaf?
Sir, it is impossible to find you anywhere, sir.
I've been standing right behind you for the past hour. What on earth is it, whatever it is?
Sir?
Yes.
Your son, sir.
Go on, my son.
Your son has got himself mixed up with the most extraordinary business in the whole world.
Whatever is that?
Well, I saw him a short while ago looking very upset. very unhappy at something you must have said to him, which for no good reason you managed to get me involved. And since you've taken his mind off the trouble, I shall come for a walk along the quayside. There we were admiring the boats. One of them in particular, a beautiful motor yacht. When up came a young fellow, Turkish he was. What a delight. Shook us by the hand and invited us on board. We ate the most beautiful food and drank wine such as you've never tasted.
Well, how did this make you feel so bad?
Just a minute, sir, just a minute. While we were eating and drinking, he ordered the boat put to sea. And when we were a good way off from the harbor, he threw me overboard into the skiff and sent me to tell you that if you don't send him, by return by me, 500,000 lira, he'll kidnap your son and sail him off to Algiers.
What's the devil? 500,000 lira?
Yes, sir, and not only that, he's only given me 2 hours to get it in. No, I'm a liar, an hour and 50 minutes.
That terror of the Turk, he'll be the death of me.
Sir, you must tell me how to rescue your son, who you love so tenderly, from a fate worse than death.
What the devil was he doing on board that boat?
Well, he didn't know it was going to happen, did he, sir?
Off with you, Scapino, and tell that Turk I'll send the police after him.
The police? Oh, what an idea. Yes, sir, the police in the middle of the ocean. You must be having a joke with me.
What the devil was he doing on board that boat?
Well, some people have bad luck, sir.
Scapino, the time has come when you must play the part of a faithful servant.
Yes, sir.
Go and ask this Turk to send me back my son, and to tell him that I have sent you to take my son's place until I've got enough cash together.
What an idea, sir. What an idea, sir. Do you really know what you're talking about?
No.
Do you expect that Turk to have so little savvy as to swap your son for a wretch like me?
What the devil was he doing on board that boat?
Yes, but he didn't know what was going to happen, did he? Just think he only gave me an hour and a half.
And you say he asked?
500,000 lira.
500,000 lira?
Yes.
Have you no conscience?
Certainly, the conscience of a Turk.
That's not funny. Does he think that money like that is just picked up in the gutter?
Some people have no business sense.
But what the devil was he doing on board that boat?
Quite right, but one doesn't read fortunes, does one, sir? Come on, let's get it over with.
All right. Here is the key to my closet.
Good.
Open it.
What, the key?
The closet.
Oh, very good.
Inside you'll find a little hook.
Little hook.
On the hook you'll find a big key.
Big key.
Which unlocks the attic. Inside you'll find a larger key.
Larger key.
Which is the key to my secret hidey hole.
Hidey hole.
Go in there and you'll see a large brass bedstead.
Brass bedstead.
On the bed there's a mattress. Lift it up, roll it over, sell it, and use the money to ransom my son.
Sell it. You wouldn't get 100 lira for a mattress and just think how little time there is.
What the devil was he doing on board that boat?
Quite right. But forget the boat. Drop the boat, because by now you've almost lost your son. Poor fellow. I might never see you again. They're sailing you off to Algiers to a hasty pasado. But heaven's my witness. I've done all I could, and there's none to blame but a hard-hearted father.
Don't strain yourself, Scapino. I'll go and get the money.
Oh, but hurry, sir. I tremble lest the clock strikes.
Was it 400,000 you said?
No, 500,000.
500,000 lira.
Yeah.
What the devil was he doing on board that boat?
Quite right, but hurry,
Blast the boat!
That boat's gonna give him a heart attack.
Here, Scapino. I just remembered someone paid me money. I never dreamed it'd be leaving me so soon. Here, take it, and ransom my son.
Sir!
But tell that Turk he's a devil.
Yes, sir.
A scoundrel.
Certainly, sir.
A money grubber.
Just you leave it up to me, sir.
And if I ever catch him, I'll have my revenge on him.
Just a minute, sir. Where's the money?
I gave it to you.
No, you put it back in your pocket.
I put it back in my pocket.
Put it back in your pocket.
Back in my pocket. I put it back in my pocket. Oh, Scapino, its greed disturbs my senses.
That's plain to see.
What the devil was he doing on board that boat? Blast the boat! That terror of a Turk, he'll be the death of me.
What the devil was he doing on board that boat?
I hate Turks.
I'm not through with you yet, you old miser. I'll pay you back in another form of coin for a tale you told about me to your son. Well, Scapino, any success? 200,000 lira.
I'm wild with happiness. And have you done anything to save my love from disaster?
For you, sir, I could do nothing.
Nothing. Then I must end it all. Life means nothing to me without my lovely someone. I must end it all. What else can I do?
Hey, take it easy. Hey, look, hold it. Hey, wait, stop. Will this settle your difficulties?
You made life worth living.
On one condition. for this trick you played on me?
Anything you like.
You swear it in front of Whitney?
Yes.
500,000 lira.
Come on, Octavio. Let's go buy this lovely creature that I love. My lovely Giacinta. My lovely Servanetta. Splash.
Intermission, folks.